Welcome back to Eldritch Horror, where we have Jacqueline and Trish taking on Cthulhu and not doing very well. And I noticed that Jacqueline could have used her Flesh Ward spell when Trish took 2 damage, but I don't think we're even going to bother trying to do that anyway. And I'm back to using dice for health and sanity because it's easier for me to keep track of than flipping tokens around. And you'll see that later as I show you the characters at the end of the episode. Well, we're into the action phase, and we need to choose a lead investigator. And I think we're going to have Trish be our lead investigator once again. Jacqueline's delayed anyway. All she's going to be able to do for her actions this turn is stand up. The first action that Trish is going to take is a rest action because she's down to 2 sanity only and 5 health. So by taking a rest action, she goes from 5 to 6 health, and she goes from 2 sanity to 3, which is going to become very important if this rumor triggers again, because then, of course, everyone will lose 2 sanity, which is not good. So that was the first of Trish's actions, and I have a funny feeling she may as well take her special action, which is if you do not have any clues, gain a clue. So she's going to go ahead and get herself a clue token, just so she has it. All right, well, now we're over to Jacqueline's turn, and it's the action phase. She's delayed, so no, she didn't become undelayed. In the Mythos phase, you have to suck it up. She gets no actions. She is now taking her actions to stand up from being delayed, and that's it. So we just quickly transition then into the encounter phase. So when we come right back, we will have Trish encountering. She is in a generic city space, so that will be her encounter. And then Jacqueline is sitting here with a lovely hunting bayaki with her vast strength, which is really not good. So we're going to see what she's going to do. I think there's something up her sleeve. But anyway, we're going to come back. Trish is going to have a generic city encounter. All right, over to Trish. We're going to take the top card off the generic card deck, and we're going to be looking for a city encounter, and I think they're at the deck upside down. I did. All right, we're into a city encounter, and it says, legends say that this cemetery is haunted. Then stay away from it. Exploring the headstones, you encounter an angry specter. Told you to stay away from it. Eager to share his story. Okay, the experience is nerve-wracking, but you try to listen. Test willpower. Okay, well, Trish's willpower is 2, but she also has Enoch Bowen with her. And it says roll an additional die when resolving lore and willpower tests. All right, so Trish is going to get to roll 3 dice for her willpower test. And I'm going to go to, you start using these dice because you can actually see them more clearly. I find the funky Eldritch dice kind of hard to see reading the numbers. So she's going to be rolling 3 dice, looking for a success. And she does not get any successes on her willpower, and I don't believe there is anything. Well, she has a clue. She could re-roll a die. Oh my god. Well, oh man, she can get these anyway. She's gonna spend it. Sounds crazy, but I really do want her to pass this. So one last chance, 5 or 6, and she gets a 6. All right. Wow, what a good use of a clue. Oh, that was a tough one. All right, if you pass, the spirit gratefully fades from view. Recover 2 sanity. Excellent. So she's going right up to full sanity. She only had 3 sanity. Now she's right up to 5. So the Casper, the ghost there, helped her out. But she did need to spend her only clue token that she just got in able to be able to pull that off. So that was not the simplest thing. All right, when we come back, it's encounter time for Jacqueline. All right, Jacqueline's over here with the hunting bayaki. She can't have any encounters until she encounters the monster. However, she does have this nice little nifty spell, Mists of Relay incantation. During the encounters phase, you may pass a lore test. If you pass, you may choose an encounter as if there were no monsters on your space. Then flip this card. Does that mean she has to fight the monster? In encounter, you may test the water. If you pass, you may choose an encounter as if there are no monsters on your space. I think how that works is if she passes the test, she conjures up the mists and basically avoids having to deal with the hunting Bayaki. That's how I'm going to read it. I think that's how that works. And what's nice for Jacqueline is her lore is her best ability. She has a lore of 4. So she's going to be rolling 4 dice to try and cast Miss Relay and avoid the nasty hunting Bayaki, which will probably pound her into the dirt. And, oh, she gets 3 successes, a 6, 2 6s, and a 5, no problem at all. Well, let's see what it says. 3 successes during her do-do-do, then flip this card. So she succeeded. She does not have to. She can have a regular encounter like there's no monsters in her space. 1+, the mists fill the air and cloud your mind. Lose 1 sanity. What? So she loses sanity, but she gets to avoid the monster. I think that's a better thing. So she's going from 7 sanity, going to drop her down to 6. She has a lot of sanity, so that's a pretty good spell for her. She avoids the hunting Bayaki. Now she can have an encounter. Does she want to have, oh my god, a generic city encounter, or does she want to have Buenos Aires? The last one was where she got a leg injury. I think she's going to wimp out. She's going to take a generic city encounter. So let's see what she gets for the city. A friendly game of cards ends with your with very high stakes hand. Test your influence. Her influence is 2. She has no other, nothing else she can do to help her with that. So she's just going to be rolling 2 dice, testing influence. Come on. Oh, yeah. Even though she was delayed and has a leg injury, a 6 and a 5, 2 successes. If you pass, you amaze everyone watching and find a new friend. Gain 1 random ally asset from the deck. If you fail, okay, I don't want it. We're not failing, so she gets a random ally for that. Cool. So we basically start pulling cards off the top of the giant stack until we find an ally. Not an ally. Not an ally. Oh, here's the top of the deck. Tear gas is not an ally. Oh, here's an ally. So she's going to end up, so she befriends the specialist. Ally, once per round you may re-roll 1 die when resolving a test. Cool. Looks like the Man from U.N.C.L.E. stuff going on here. When you gain this card from the deck or reserve, gain 1 talent condition. Cool. So she also gets a talent condition. Oh, which means now I'm going to have to fish out. Oh my god. I'm going to have to fish out all of the talents. And she's going to be gaining a talent condition. So let me get the talent conditions out, and we're going to see which one she gets. All right. Well, there are 15 talents that she can get. So there's this huge stack. So I'm going to roll a 20-sided die, and we're just going to run through them. And then she's going to get whichever one it ends up being. So if I roll a 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, I'll just re-roll till we get a number between 1 and 15. The first number we get is number 12. So she's going to get talent number 12. So she's going to go through the stack. So Relentless will be the first talent. 1. Guts is 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Sorry about this. 9. 10. 11. Oh, how appropriate. She gets Visions as the psychic. So she gets one of the 2. Oh, she'll get this one. All right. So what does Vision say? Talent. You may reroll 1 die when resolving a lore test. This will focus. Once per round, when another investigator gains a non-common condition, you may look at the back of that card, then flip this card. She doesn't even need this. She already has that as her special ability, but she gets Visions anyway. Wow, that's kind of bizarre. Well, there you have it. That's her gaining the ally, which gives her 1 talent. So she has Visions upon Visions. I think she's going to be going insane. All right, that was her encounter. Oh my goodness. Well, nobody is gone insane or died yet, but I am sure bad things are going to happen. Of course, we're not solving the Cthulhu mystery very quickly. We have one clue sitting on Shanghai, one clue on the pyramids with a mummy guarding it. And yeah, I don't know. I think we better start trying to solve the Cthulhu issue before too long. All right, but next up, of course, it's the Mythos phase. The lovely Mythos card. This one's going to be yellow. We know that because of the way the deck is created, so let's get to it. On top of the we're going to have the Omen track move, then we have Reckoning again, and then another gate is going to appear. Ugh. Omen track is going from blue constellation to the red fire circle. The only gate on the board is up in San Francisco, and it's the green comet, so the Doom track's not going to move. That's at least a plus. Next up is Reckoning. Monsters on the board. There's no Reckoning on any of the monsters on the board. We have the Hunting Bacchae, the Mummy, that's it. Then we need to do Cthulhu's Reckoning, and once again, Cthulhu's Reckoning is each investigator on a C space. Well, there aren't any, so that's not going to happen. Then we go to this beautiful Rumor card, which is absolutely horrid. It already has one insanity token, or sanity token on it. And Reckoning. Place a sanity token on this card, then each investigator loses one sanity for each sanity token on this card. Well, guess what? It now has 2 sanity tokens on it, knocking 2 sanity off of Jacqueline. She's going to go from 6 sanity down to 4. That's half her sanity. Luckily, Trish is up to full sanity of 5, but that's going to knock her down to 3. This is not good. We've got to get rid of this rumor before it drives Jacqueline and or Trish insane. So that was a Reckoning for Rumor cards. We still are in the Reckoning phase because Jacqueline, as we know, has the lovely Dark Pact and her leg injury. This is really, really bad. All right, let's do the Dark Pact. If she rolls a 1, we're going to flip this over, and we're going to see what horrors befall her. Let's not roll a 1. Ah! Oh, my God. Well, it is time for the Reckoning of the Dark Pact. Oh, I don't even want to know what this says. All is lost. Oh, that's a good beginning. The agreement you made seemed necessary at the time, but now you regret signing the pact. The sinister beings have come to claim what is yours, blood, knowledge, and hope. Discard all of your possessions and improvement tokens and lose all but 1 health and 1 sanity. All right, discard all your possessions and improvement tokens. I believe spells, and I don't have to look up the exact wording of possessions. And then she goes to 1 health and 1 sanity. Oh my good Lord. That is... that's brutal, but then she gets rid of the Dark Pact, so woohoo! No more Dark Pact. Oh, God. All right, we're going to come right back from that horrid activity, and I will show you what's left of Jacqueline after that. And we're not even finished the Mythos card yet, because we need to spawn a gate, and oh man, this is all bad. All right, Jacqueline is going to lose a lot. She loses all of her spells. They go away. She loses any artifacts and any assets. This is a unique asset, her ally, but or it's not even a unique asset. It's an asset. He goes away. The only thing she's not going to lose is her talent, which kind of duplicates the talent on her card. She's down to 1 health, 1 sanity. Wow, she is a broken individual. That was absolutely disgusting, but she still has her leg injury, which she has to roll for right now because we're still in the Reckoning. If she rolls a 1, she's going to roll 1 die, I should say, and she has to pass. If she doesn't, we know what the condition is. She becomes delayed. So, oh my God, let's go ahead and do that All right, well, Jacqueline, after that absolutely horrendous bit of luck, let's roll your 1 die and see if you can get a success. And she does not get a success on her leg injury. Oh, man. So she gets that stabbing pain again. Oh yeah, she's got a stabbing pain. She's been stabbed a bunch of times. You know, the injury is not severe, but with every step you take, the pain in the ankle forces you to rest for a few minutes. Become delayed. Then flip this card over. So she's delayed again. I do not see how we're going to win this game. Oh my god. And we're not even finished. Hey, we need to spawn a gate and a monster next. All right. So we are spawning a gate on London Town. And, of course, with every lovely spawning of a gate comes a lovely Chthonian creature of some kind, and we get the Sand Dweller. The Sand Dweller in London? Okay, well, whatever. The Sand Dweller is guarding the gate in London. Oh, man. All right, continuing on with the Mythos phase. You have seen too much of the world of nightmares, I'll say. Things that used to be simple have become nearly impossible, like this game. Everyday chores are deadly risks. Your only hope is to adapt and learn a new way of living, or find a new game to play. All right. Oh, and it's one of the tentacle cards. Calamitous Fortune. Why does that just sound horrible? It's an event. Each investigator rolls one die and resolves the matching effect. Do we even want to look at these effects? Not really, do we? 1 to 2, gain a cursed condition. 3 to 5, impair 2 skills of his choice. 6, gain 1 talent condition. Oh, the joys are just stacking up. Well, let's do Trish first. All right, Trish, roll a die. Let's see what you get. She rolls a 4. What does she get with a 4? She gets to impair 2 skills of her choice. Woohoo! So, oh my lord, she has 1 lore. So she could go down. Actually, what if you impair your lore down to 0? And you can never roll less than 1 anyway. That's an idea. Well, let's see what Jacqueline does. Does she have to beat herself up as well? So that was for Trish. Jacqueline gets a 6. All right, which means she's going to get another talent. Oh, so of course things are going to get all confusing here. So we're going to roll that 20-sided die again. We roll a 15. So that's actually easy. There's 15 talents. We're just going to take that big wad of talents that I put back over here. And we are just going to grab her, because it's a stack of 15. I put visions on top. It doesn't matter. Well, we're just going to grab the bottom one. She is now also a quick study. She's a quick study in pain. All right, talent. Once per round. When you gain this card or another talent condition, you may gain 1 additional talent condition if you do flip this card. Also, once per round, when you gain this card or another talent condition, you may gain 1 additional talent condition. I don't think she's going to bother. She's got so many issues right now. She's down to 1 health and 1 sanity. It'll probably say lose a sanity, so we're not going to do that. But we do need to go over and knock 2. We have to impair 2 skills of Trish. Wow, that is nasty. Nasty stuff. Bad Cthulhu. All right, we're going to zoom down to Trish, and we're going to hammer a couple of her abilities down 1. That's not good. Okay, the game hates us. Well, here's our options. We can either knock our lore down -1, which would make it 0, which I think we're going to do. And you know why? Because you're always going to roll 1 die on a test, no matter what it is. So her lore sucks. We're going to put it to 0. Now, our other options are we can take 1 off influence, 1 off observation, 1 off strength, 1 off willpower. Oh, man. And this, I just don't know. At this point in the game, we're just getting hammered. She does have 45, so her strength is basically 6 in a combat. This would make it 5. I don't want to knock her observation down or willpower. Or influence of 3. You know what? We're going to knock her strength down 1, so that's going to knock her down. And we're going to get rid of these other 2. So that's brutal. I hate those impairments. All right, that was the end of the Mythos phase. Let's zoom out, take stock of what horrid condition we are in. Oh my god. And then that's going to be basically the end of our episode. Okay, well, there you have it. Another round against Cthulhu. We started the game, I thought, fairly okay. But as this game progresses, we are being pounded into the dirt. Now, an unfortunate thing is, of course, Trish is sitting at 6 health and 3 sanity. If this thing triggers again, everyone loses 3 sanity. Jacqueline can't do anything about it. She's delayed again, so she's going to go insane, I think, in our next episode. Trish has to rest to even survive this ongoing rumor, and we are nowhere near solving the 3 mysteries for Cthulhu. So, wow, and I thought we were going to be able to handle that rumor with Jacqueline. Just didn't happen. We also now have 2 gates on the board, one in San Francisco, one in London. The one in London has the blue constellation, so it's going to trigger the Doom track next episode as well. So as things sit, looking pretty grim. So this is Eldritch Horror. We're playing against Cthulhu. We're using Trish Scarborough the Spy and Jacqueline Fine the Psychic, who now has visions. She's a quick study with a leg injury, and she has 1 health and 1 sanity left. She is going down, I think. All right, thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, your subscriptions, your likes. Really appreciate it. Join me next time for possibly the conclusion or some more beating about the head of Trish and Jacqueline. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.